The South African Parliament plunged into chaos today when Helen Zille, ex-Western Cape Premier and senior Democratic Alliance leader, let loose a political earthquake by publishing a string of leaked WhatsApp voice notes purporting to implicate President Cyril Ramaphosa in the illegal tampering of the national budget. The dramatic disclosure was made at a dramatic session of the National Assembly that centered on fiscal responsibility, a topic already steeped in controversy. After weeks of speculation over Ramaphosa and rumored foreign arrest warrants, flanked by Democratic Alliance MPs and tablet at the ready, Zille rose to call for a special point of order. The agitated chamber fell into an uneasy silence as she insisted on being given leave by the Speaker to introduce what she called unfiltered evidence of executive-level budget manipulation by none other than the President himself. With some hesitation, Speaker Knowles gave Zille leave. Zille tapped his screen and what followed sent shock waves through the chamber. A voice note played aloud over the Parliament's public address system. Make sure the budget allocations don't expose the back route. Okay, I'll clean it before Treasury sees it. Meant already knows. Just keep quiet for now, said a voice eerily similar to that of President Ramaphosa. Audible gasps, murmurs, and outright shouting erupted across the assembly. Within seconds, chaos enveloped the room. ANC MPs stared wide-eyed, whispering urgently among themselves while opposition benches erupted in disbelief. Some ANC members hastily left the chamber while others demanded the playback be halted. But Zille held firm. This is not manipulated audio. This is not political drama, Zille asserted, voice audible above din. This is President Cyril Ramaphosa overseeing the misappropriation of public money to defend himself and his friends. This is treason against the Constitution. She went on to claim that voice messages were extracted from a secret WhatsApp chat involving top ANC officials including Ramaphosa, Gude Mantesh and unidentified Treasury officials. The records over several months in the first half of 2024 reveal concerted attempts to redirect funds for public services into off-the-books activities masquerading as national strategic initiatives, said Zille. Another clip was read out to Parliament. Push the R850 million through the strategic development line by Thursday. We can sort the oversight details once the press dies down. Just don't log it in the committee minutes. The voice, once again suspected to be Ramaphosa's, elicited an even more dramatic response, this time with DA and EFF MPs standing on their feet yelling criminal and resign now. EFF leader Julius Malema grabbed the moment. Speaker, there can no longer be any doubt. The President is a criminal. He has to be suspended forthwith. Arrest him. We are not a banana republic, he thundered, banning his desk. DA leader John Steenhuisen seconded the demand, calling for a full independent parliamentary probe into the issue. But ANC chief of PEMI Majid Aina tried to stifle the firestorm, asserting the recording was untested and thus inadmissible. She branded the charges an outrageous stunt to destabilize government and demanded the Speaker invalidate the session. But Speaker Masinkula ignored the motion declaring the recordings to be an issue of national importance and enabling Zille to proceed with her statement for another 10 minutes. Zille took the time to set out the wider implications. As per whistleblowers in Treasury, the Strategic Development Unit referred to in the voice notes does not exist officially in any parliamentary paperwork. It is a ghost budget line being used as a laundering vehicle for ANC elite beneficiaries, she stated, waving about what she insisted was supporting documents and encrypted chat logs. While Parliament struggled to come to terms with the bombshell, the presidency shot back with a quick response to the media. The Office of the President refutes all claims of illegal or unauthorized budgetary behavior. These so-called recordings are currently being examined for authenticity. We regard this as part of an orchestrated campaign to bring disrepute to the President and destabilize South Africa's democratic institutions. But the political blow had already cascaded outside the chamber. Social media erupted within minutes. Top trending hashtags such as hashtag budget leaks, hashtag Ramaphosa WhatsApp and hashtag index post hit the top of South African Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Parliamentary session viral videos went viral as commentators and citizens analyzed every moment of the audio recordings. Civil society groups also chimed in promptly. The Helen Foundation, Corruption Watch, and the South African Council of Churches made a joint call for the establishment of a judicial commission of inquiry into the issue. Spontaneous protests erupted at the gates of Parliament in Cape Town and at Union Buildings in Pretoria. By late afternoon, some banners carried slogans such as "No Budget, No Truth, No Ramaphosa," and "Sa equals State Capture 2.0. Police were stationed as more protesters flocked in. By the evening, there were warnings from political pundits that the scandal could become an existential threat to Ramaphosa's presidency and also to the ANC as an entity. Political scientist Dr. Sifo Manwe explained to ENCA, if verified, these tapes do not just point towards misgovernance. These also point towards criminal collusion, a repeat of the project of state capture, but this time masterminded from the very top. Ramaphosa might not make it politically. Parliament is set to return for an urgent sitting within 48 hours, with both the DA and EFF demanding that a vote to suspend the president be held pending investigation. Sources at Latuli House say even Ramaphosa's own supporters are on edge. There are serious discussions being made behind closed doors. The NEC is blindsided and frightened, said a senior ANC official on condition of enmity to News 24. External observers as well as international diplomatic missions are said to be following the matter closely. It is reported that one EU official in Pretoria commented off the record, "This feels like a tipping point. South Africa is on the edge of a major political rupture." Back in Parliament, as the day sitting came to a close under stringent security, opposition in peace threatened more expose in the days ahead. Zille, speaking at a press briefing just outside Parliament, declared, "This is just the beginning. There are more voice notes, more documents, more truth, and we will continue until every South African understands how they were betrayed." As night falls in South Africa, the nation hangs suspended in crisis. Sir Ramaphosa's previously ironclad public persona as clean-up president post-Zuma savior now hangs in shreds. Millions of South Africans wonder now if he was merely another installment in a longer, more sinister narrative of ANC deception.